Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Double right. Blue down. Watch out.
On first down, Stafford here. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
It's just me and you.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Set, lady. March 59. You go night-night. Don't go night-night.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Ebron caught left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that alert. I smell fear in that offense.
Stafford now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, 180. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, it's Stafford. It's Hill, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Stafford now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed.
Check 52.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stafford. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
260. Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Gets it off to Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2. From his own goal line, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes...
Mike, set. 180. Hey, watch the slant. Sponge.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hatchet.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Stafford. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Freeman. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smart...
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Freeman. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Stafford going to throw it. Then he finds Beasley, complete. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's what I do.
Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they stop him up short.
Ready? 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, tight.
Stafford now to throw. Now in desperation. He's got a man. Complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And middle.
Now Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's it, baby. You got one.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Set. 180. 56. Check 56. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Kill. 53. Ready.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Marr on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.